everyone. Welcome to yet another compelling episode of Dheya Masterpieces. Today, we are going to have a conversation with our career mentor, Mr. Sivakumar Jayaraman. Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Oh, great. I'm doing well. Thanks a lot for calling me and given this opportunity. And I'm very happy to answer all the questions from my side.
So, our pleasure. Thank you very much.
Right. Yeah.
Now, let us begin this episode by knowing more about your career path and journey. So, can you please walk us through that?
Yeah, sure. So my career path, I would say that it's a very long path. I have overall around 25 years of industry experience, most of them from the software side. I am originally a structural engineer and converted myself into software due to some personal reasons. These are all will help when we answer further questions. So it's kind of the over the past 20 years in the I am into the software field, starting from an software engineer and implementation consultant, and currently I am working as a product manager. And it's a very long journey. And I am currently working for a healthcare informatics company as a product manager. So it basically helps the customer in different ways in the healthcare sector, that how they can go through the hospital workflows and how can they improve their health in the healthcare industry. So this is a big career path for me. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Now, my next question to you is what exactly inspired you to become a career mentor and join here?
Yeah, that's a good question. So if you see that the overall career path, I have worked almost 25 years. Sometimes I think myself that is it what I'm going to do? Probably I can work for next 5 years or 10 years. Is it what I'm going to do lifelong? So something it was interrupting me, and I'm asking myself the questions that I'm really doing something for my society or something for my surrounding or something. So this is was my thoughts going on for the past 3 4 years. And intermediately I got to know the concept of Dheya through one of the mails, and it was not hitting me for a long time. Even it took me around an year to understand, and finally I got a counseling from one of the person from Dheya, who basically helped me to understand that their concept, what they are trying to do for the
Okay.
society, for the youngsters. So that basically put me something in my heart that yeah, this is something if I can do, there are some people can get benefited. That will make the younger generation be better, because the if you see that the future of India is going to be the younger generation, right? So that is I can be a small part of that. So that basically triggered me to do something with by joining hands with Daya. So that is the reason I joined.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great to know. Now, my next question to you is after joining Thea and becoming a career mentor, what exactly changed in yourself as a person?
Yeah. So after joining that, so first thing is that I went through a sequence of trainings, which basically helped me or grew me as a mentor. It is not just mentoring; it is also, if you say, the student cannot just go and ask that what do you want to do, right? Or
Right.
what is your strength? They might be able to answer immediately.
Correct.
But during the course of time, the Daya's tools and methodologies made me to understand that first of all understand the internal strength of the particular person,
Okay.
and where they are strong and where they can contribute more. Okay, based on those things, you'll be getting a lot of other options like what is will be your career and how long you can happily live long. Like even as I said, my career start in something and end in something, right? So it
Right.
is a phase. I intermediately I had a break to study something, but why what I want to do, which I want to do the current generation at the beginning itself, right? So they
Right.
want to know the clear path that what I want to be, whether I want to be an engineer, whether I want to be a doctor, or whether I want to be a social worker, I want to be a kind of NGO organization, or I can be an entrepreneur by myself. How can
Right.
groom myself? These are all something various questions that people, not only students, even the elders don't have the answers.
Correct.
So the parents always putting me that you want to become an engineer, you want to become a doctor. It is not going to make the student be a successful person in the career, right? So instead of doing that, why don't you understand your career at the beginning that yeah, this is my strength. I can be a good artist. I can be a good entrepreneur. I can be a good speaker, good leader. You understand what is your strength internally, and groom yourself accordingly, right?
Right.
That is why if you see that the Daya's tools and methodologies having a great visibility on that, and also the multiple options they given that to understand the path how they are going to lead from the
Right.
study phase to the entire career phase. Basically, I felt that from my personal experience, it is going to make a lot of difference to the youngsters, young generation, which is going to create a lot of difference. So that is one of the major thing that I liked from their concept. I made me to join hands with Dheya to do something on that.
Now,
Yeah.
my next question to you, sir, is how do you think Dheya is changing perspective about career and career mentoring?
So changing perspective, as I said earlier, that it is not just asking people what is your interest, right? So if you call somebody and on the phone and ask her how you talks for something, it is not by talking you are going to understand. First, you are going to have a kind of assessment, internal assessment, ability to understand your ability, the strength, having the test, the psychometric test, which basically help to understand your strength, right? So that is where the first step. So that is going to
Right.
change the entire perspective of the person that yeah, I how is it going to be my strength? I don't know this as of now, right? This is something new identification I got it. So that is the perception that Daya is getting into the people. So that is why they are so delighted that yeah, I have this kind of strength with me which I can utilize so that I'll be happy in my career. I can choose my career according to my interest. That way the Daya model is changing a person's perspective from one angle to different angle. That definitely as any individual that they can look back to him and saying that yeah, this is also my strength which I don't know as of now. So that way, the perception of the people, the Jaya changing. Even it happened to me also. That so initially, when as I told you that when I am into this corporate world for almost 10 years, what I can do better. But after getting into this Jaya, now I can see my perception. Yeah, this is also one of the area I can contribute, which I don't know previously. Right.
Right.
So this is how the perception got changed, which is enormous and which is wonderful. Yeah.
That's great. And
Yeah.
lastly, sir, I want to ask you what advice would you like to give to today's parents, students, or public about career or how to choose a career path?
Very, very valid, wonderful question. And every parent should understand this. Don't just focus or don't just put pressure on the students or on your kid. See, he is doing doctorate, he is doing engineering. Don't compare. Okay, that is not going to help your kid anyway. Okay, there are a lot of so many films come in. You are able to see this. Work on your interest. Don't work on what you cannot do, right?
Right.
So understand your perception, understand your strength, understand where you are strong, understand what makes you beauty in the sense not in the face beauty, your inner beauty, right? Where is your passion, right? That is you understand that clearly and work towards that. That way your kid life is very beautiful throughout their lifelong journey, right? And by putting the pressure, they are not going to earn anything. Probably we will put pressure that may give some extra money for some short period of time, but it is not going to give a lifelong beauty for your next generation, right? And
Right.
there are a lot of examples. If you see, I know one of the Tamil singer Shankar Bagadevan. If you see, he was basically an engineer. Now he is shined as a singer, right? But he don't know the internal strength like that. I want to be two kind of musicians in my initial days, but I didn't get that opportunity. I did what I got to do or what my parents told me to do. I don't have so much exposure. Now there is lot of opportunities to make your kid
Right.
understand what is your internal strength. Please get into that. Make sure that you are understanding the strength of your kids or strength of your next generation and groom them accordingly. That way,
Right.
and your kids are very stronger in their life and they will be bold. They will take appropriate decision. They will be happy throughout the life. Please do that. Don't take your own decision. Don't push your ideas on them. Don't compare with anyone. Right. This is what that I learnt personally. Also, I am trying to convey to the people. I believe that this will be really helpful to everyone.
Yes, sir, sure, it will be very helpful. That's it. I sincerely thank you for sharing your experience with us today and taking out time for us. And I thank you all for watching this episode today. I'm sure we must have found it insightful, inspirational, and enlightening. Stay tuned and stay safe. Until next time.
Thanks a lot. It is a very big opportunity. I got hands with Daya to do something. Though I am trying to do something little more, I am not a very old person with Daya. I just got introduced to Daya just 4 months back. I am also planning to get some kind of schooling connect with my own. It is still in process, but I request everyone to understand your thing, understand your strengths, do accordingly, and stay safe and be vigilant on your careers and everything. Thanks a lot for this opportunity.